for the groups of 10 that we've been creating on the WhatsApp group, we are going to be 100, and we are already 140 plus on the group. But currently we have about 80 or so people on the list of active members. So I would explain this properly right now. The list of active members is something I created to get those that are actually actively ready to apply for these grants. It's not the first time I'll be training virtually for something. The first time I did a fish farm training, within 3 days I got over 1,000 people that were willing to train on fish farming, and they were on the group, but very few of them were active. And because we're already 1,000, so many other people that are interested couldn't join the WhatsApp platform because we're already 1,000. But still, out of the 1,000 people, not a very reasonable number of them fully participated in that free training, even though it was entirely free. It's not even like this one that I'm saying refer me to at least 5 people, 5 slots for the contribution. It was entirely free. Still, they didn't participate fully. Some said it's because they didn't give anything to be part of the training. I don't know how true that is, but they were really interested, and I don't know how true that is. So, but what I'm interested in is that I want to get 110 people that are actively going to apply for grants this year. 110 people that would get at least 2 or 3 grants before they ember part of this year, before the ending part of this year. Like in the next 7-8 months, I want us to have gotten at least 2 or 3 grants. This is just part of what we are going to benefit from the program, the grant. But it's the huge part actually, because the funding from these grants are heavier funding than the other one, but the other one is going to be easier to get. But still, it is only those that are actively involved in this one that would go into the other one. I'll talk about it later on this video. So for our WhatsApp group of 10 members each, I'm going to turn it into a WhatsApp community this weekend. So once I turn it into a WhatsApp community, there will be the group batch A to the 11th batch, each containing 10 of us. Then there will be a group lead. The group lead is going to be one of the most active members of the 10 in each group. Now, subsequently on this program, we are going to have clusters. There is a slogan now in the government when you're talking about, because most of these grants are mostly organizations, international bodies, international organizations funding them. We barely see federal government grants that are structured. You get it just from your business pitch. No stress of moving from one office to the other. I have not seen a lot of them. I have seen some. Some of my friends have gotten some. The other one, she just had to travel to Abuja and her flight was paid for. Like, there are some of them that are well structured that I know about. I'm not saying they are none. I'm just saying that for a while I've been in the grant system and I don't know about a lot, at least compared to these other grants. So when we are going to be having grants, the group leads are going to be considered first. I didn't share the link to this video, so I'll be sharing the link to our group now so we can join. So I've shared the group to our WhatsApp group so you can join. This is the second group. I'm trying to make the videos short so it doesn't stretch too long. So the lead of every group of 10 would be the most active, or one of the most actives on the group. If there are other opportunities, like opportunities from the state government or the federal government that would require clusters, these lead group members would be considered first, because they are going to be doing the job of trying to making sure that the assignments I give are complete. Every member has done theirs, and we're going to give deadlines. Then we're going to give one warning before a member of any group is replaced with someone else that is more ready. So this is not about you not showing much commitment. Sometimes we just want grants, but we are not in the right place to get grants. For example, I take myself as an example. After I got some grants last 2 years, last year I got just two grants, just two. Most of the benefits I got last year were from the grants I applied for the previous year. So last year I applied for just three grants and I got two. Last 2 years I applied for 13 and I got 11. So after applying last 2 years, I then felt this is a time to restructure my business. I got a new processing site. I got I carved out an office space. I got an office space. Like I did some touch up on my business. I employed some staff. A grant body helped me. They gave me a staff that they were paying. Like I did a lot of restructuring last year. So I didn't have the time, the mental focus to apply for grants last year, and that is okay. So while we are going to be replacing, the reason we'll be replacing members of each group of 10 that are not active or don't meet deadline twice is because they are not ready to apply for the grants, even though they want to. It could be the situation they are in right now. They might be expanding their business. They might be dealing with some other pressure that they just can't meet up. And we do not want a situation where out of the 110 of us, we hear that just 3 people, 10 people, 20 got grants this year. It's not going to happen. We want to make sure that each of us get at least 2 or 3 grants. But we are going to be ready to put in the effort. So for the cluster that I talked about forming, right now the slogan with the government or some active government organizations is this: collaborate or collapse. So if we are going to take advantage of so many benefits that they are giving out, the Nigerian government is giving out, I have seen this benefit. I've seen people that got from it. Sometimes it might look like it's not much. It could be a king for your business. Of course, I would know that because I'm in the processing business. It could be a dehydrator. It could be money. It could be a soft loan. It could be grants. I've seen people receive grants from the federal government. Yes, I did last year. Not just last year and last 2 years, but last year I saw a lot of people. And that's because they were in clusters. So with this group that we've created, this is not just for our grant training, which is the most important. We are also going to be able to create clusters because I'm going to know your businesses. I'm going to get to know your businesses and the businesses you're going to start. So when I'm creating a cluster, when I'm going to meet someone or a government official for a cluster that we are creating, it's because I know your business and I trained you, so I know it is not fake. And we are coming together to do something. There is this statement that solidarity is power. Igwebike. So we are going to use both Igwebike on this our platform to for the optimum benefits of the optimum goal is to benefit us all and our community. Because if you have a business that is creating impact, people will be benefiting from that business. I have a business and I have an affiliate system of about 77 women. They might not be earning a lot. Some are not even very active, which we are going to change in the course of time, but they are earning from these businesses, from my business. I have collection centers for contribution. Those women are earning. So whenever we are doing well with our businesses, we are helping the community. And once you've created a business that is actually helping the community, if you pitch for a grant, you will get it. Because you are not just creating a business that, oh, I'm going to get a trailer load of yam supply and I'm making my profits. You're not just doing that. you've actually structured your business to create impact. So why wouldn't someone want to invest in a business that means he's investing in a lot of lives? So this is why once your business is structured, once you have gone through this training, coaching, applied for grants for the next 6 months, your business sense will never remain the same. I started mine very early in life. I started business, getting knowledge of business, actively operating a business from a very early age. I do not even want to say the age, but how I started my own business immediately after secondary. I started mine. Then I started recruiting people into my business to work with me. I like saying with me, not really for me. So they are working with me because we are all trying to drive impact. So they are earning, I'm earning, but they are working with me. I started getting people to work with me immediately after secondary, and I got about 16 of them working with me while in the university. So I've been in this business thing for a while, and I know that it is not so difficult to build. And I've gotten challenges, I've learned from experience, and I've seen some places that I touch that burnt me. And I'm not saying it will burn you, but I've seen that there are easier ways to do these things, that business does not require stress. I'm not a motivational speaker, but business does not require stress to function. Once your business is structured, you do not require to stress yourself, neglect your family, neglect your other important aspects of your life just because you want to be in business. So that being said, having said that, if you have not referred 5 slots, is either you are getting 5 different persons to take a slot for our 100 naira daily contribution, or 3,000 naira monthly contribution, or 36,000 for the entire year. You can pay all at once, you can pay daily. If you stay close to any of our collection centers, you can just go there and drop 100 if that's what you want to do, any amount, and they will tick it on your card. That's what this card is for also. So we have a card and we have collection centers, but we also have WhatsApp platforms where this is done. You pay in and you see the record of your payments with other people on the group too. If you have not referred 5 slots, I say 5 slots, not 5 people, because one person, there are some people on that group, just one person doing 5 slots. So, but saying someone should do 5 slots might be much for some people. 5 slots means you'll be getting 255 pieces of fish by December. 1 slot means you'll be getting 51 pieces of fish by December, or the ember month. From September, you start picking the fish. And for waybills, we have one free waybill to every location. So let's say there are 20 people contributing from Abuja. We'll be sending the 20 slots to Abuja on a particular day, and they'll pick it up. That one is going to be free. Aside from that, other waybills will be paid for. So we have one free waybill to every state once every year. So that is it, the end of today's video. So if you've not written your name on the list of active members, I'll be unlocking the WhatsApp group now. I had to lock it so people can see the instruction to write your business name, your name, and your phone number using the format on the list already. We have about 80 names there. Please add yours to it before the end of today. And if you have not referred, please do refer. That is it for today. Remember that I'll be applying for 5 grants this week. 5 grants this week. We could fix any time to apply for the grants, but we'll try to make it into a video so that you can still go back to it to watch. But we'll be applying for 5 grants this week. We could do it into a video. I'll prefer to use Zoom or Google Meet, but unfortunately, before we get to 100 on the meeting, we have to pay. Before we exceed 100, actually, we'll have to pay a token. So since this is a free training per se, we will not be using that. We'll be using YouTube so people can go back to watch it And the second reason is that after recording the Zoom meeting or the Google Meet meeting, we would still have to send it to your group. It will take space on your phone. You still need data to download it, unlike YouTube that you can watch on different plans, I mean video quality. So that is it for today. Thank you for joining the meeting or training, whichever you prefer to call it. I'll call it a day today, and we can continue our questions either here on the comment section, I would still see it, or on the group chat. But you remember that the reason you are on this training is because you have direct access to me to ask questions. So you can ask questions on the group chat or here in the comment section. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your day. So end the live now.